What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. It is the 19th of June, and here we are with about 3 days, 10 hours left in the week. That's not right. We should have like 9 hours left. Yeah, 9 hours. 3 days, 9 hours left. We got 9 hours left in the day here, down at about 1.39 cents now, with a bit of a wick to the upside, looking like we do want to move down, right? Finding resistance at prior areas of support sounds about right if you're looking to move down. If we're looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, get this in. Let's see. Looking at the MACD, we've got a fresh cross to the downside. Stochastics are getting oversold. RSI rejected the overbought zone. Everything is pointing to the downside, my friends. Looking like we do want to go lower. Ranging between the oversold and overbought. Pretty neutral, pretty volatile. I have a feeling that on this next attempt we will get into the oversold zone. See some readings like this, typical readings like this. And when we do get oversold, I would expect, I mean, if we just look at the last couple interactions that we've had, right, excluding this one here. I mean, this one we did move down. If we're actually comparing this this to like this right here, maybe we find a double bottom or something like that, or some kind of a higher low, whatever. But I doubt that's what we do. The time before that when we got oversold was here, and we saw a nice drop, a nice breakout of this range. That's kind of more what I'm expecting here whenever you got oversold. If you're looking at it here, you dropped out of that range pretty quickly. Here, whenever you got oversold, dropped. You saw a lower low altogether, and then here when you got oversold, of course, dropping pretty fast as well. Dropping, right? All these little drops here. So we're not quite oversold yet. I'm not expecting that we're going to drop like right now this instant, but I mean we are on the 1 hour time frame, so by the end of today, sometime tomorrow, we should be seeing some kind of a drop that I think would take us, if not all the way down to 1.23 cents or lower. It would definitely get us going in that direction, right? That's kind of the expectation. Maybe something like this, where we get oversold here, we recover, and then we continue to drive lower. We get like two solid drives into that oversold area, taking us down to 1.23 cents or lower. Stochastics just getting oversold indicates that we've probably got downside to go consistently for the hours to come. Same thing with the MACD, and it's fresh cross red. Red fresh cross, bearish momentum building, whatever you want to call it. Especially after we had some bullish momentum being built here. Very volatile, getting above and below the zero line, but alas, it did not merit anything good. It did not bear any fruits that were sustainable for the bulls to live off of. We only had a lower high in this area, and yeah, we're probably going lower, guys. Looking at the 4 hour time frame here, 4 hour RSI rejected off the 60. That's never a good look. Rejecting off of prior areas of support, never a good look. If we take this relative high to relative low, I wonder where that is. Right at the 0.5, a lot of cryptos find support and resistance at the 0.5 these days. The 4 hour MACD looks like it's rejecting the zero line, or at least wrestling with it. It's kind of neutral overall, to be fair, the MACD is, but Stochastics finding resistance at the 50 is not a good look. We did this before when we were plugging away to the downside. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what we're doing here. So both of those looking bearish. Looking at this on the daily time frame here, if we take a low to a high, wrestling with the 0.5, you even found resistance right there where we found support before. You found support, you had all these good things going for you, you just gave it up. Damn it, you gave it up. You had the fake out and you came back up. You had hopes and dreams and you gave it up. Whenever you give up the good things, you pursue the bad things, and the bad things they're actually not bad things, in all honesty. Like if this isn't that bad. Going down to the golden ratio 6-9 area, going down to about 1.23 cents, 1.12 cents. It's really not a bad thing. It's just an opportunity to buy. I mean, if you look at this for what it is, right? I wouldn't draw it like that. Maybe it's more like this. Oh, come on now. And we're breaking out, right? It's really just a great opportunity to buy. It's the best opportunity we've had to buy since April 10th. I mean, imagine if you could go back in time and buy on this wick to the downside right here. Imagine if you could go back and buy on that wick to the downside. Well, guess what? It's exactly what you're going to get to do. Don't mess it up this time. Second chances aren't always a thing, but this one right here, this is a second chance for glory. When we do find support here, and we will find support here, we'll probably get a rapid recovery that takes us all the way back up to 2 cents and beyond. We get above 2 cents, that meme of that 2 cent area will be breaking out to higher prices. I don't know where the price is going to land exactly as far as the logos. But if we're looking at, let's just say 1.23 cents at least, okay? If you notice, look at these 1272, look at all these lines. As I pull this down, those lines go higher. So if I take us to the minimum fib extension or fib retracement, low to high here, right there at the golden ratio, 1.23 cents. If I take us right there, okay, that's the minimum fib retracement that we'd expect to see, then my expectation would be that we could only go lower. If anything, we probably don't skimp out on this low. So we'll either hit this or go lower, likely a little bit lower, which would imply that these targets are fairly accurate. If not, they should be a little bit raised. Does that make sense? Because again, if we pull this down, these targets go up. The primary target zone is the 1272 to the 1618. That's 3.36 cents to 4.4 cents right there. It's very possible, especially because we've gotten rid of our bull flag here. It's very possible that we could find resistance here in the 1272 to 1618 area. If you take a high to low from January 26th to the low that we had on April 7th here, you can see that we found resistance. The price found resistance right here in this golden ratio zone. When you come back up, it's very likely that you'll find resistance in the 786, 886 area, and at best, the 100 to 886 area. All of this zone encapsulates all of this zone. So something between 3.36 cents to 4.4 cents is a likely resistance point. I'm looking to take some trades on OnyxCoin whenever we do get to that point. I'm thinking that, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not selling my OnyxCoin. I would just be taking small profits on my trade position, not on my hold, not on the position that I'm hodling for the majority of the cycle, right? I've got a position that I've recently entered, like down here, and like really throughout that I've been, I guess both. I've been adding to my hodl position and to my trading position throughout this downside, right? We took some profits and played with it here, added to the, but not to the hodl position, just added to the trading position. Took some profits, and now we've been sitting, waiting. So those profits ultimately from where like you originally sold, now they're in the red, but ultimately they're up from down here from the DCA that we did. I hope I'm making sense. I have separate bags. Yes, the trading bag is worth like less than 5% of my total XCN holdings. I'm not talking about selling my hodl bag at these levels. I'm talking about taking trades with my trading bag. You can have both, and I think that it's good to have both. You don't want to trade your life savings. You want to trade your trade position, which should be equivalent to something that you might gamble with, right? Like you're not going to gamble your life savings, but you might gamble a few $100s or a few $1,000s depending on your level of wealth, right? I would expect that we're going to have some tradable opportunities up here, and all I'm trying to say by this is that once, and I will be adding to XCN down here, once we add here, hold for the rocket ship, and then probably start to think about trading maybe at 3.3 cents, if not, hold on. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to go be dad for a second. My daughter was just being a little brat to my wife. And sometimes you gotta put your foot down. You know what I mean? But she's okay. But dude, no, you do not yell at mama. That's not what happens. No. I don't care what side of the bed you woke up on. That's just not okay. Especially not pregnant mama. That definitely not in my house. 1.4 cents up to 3.3 cents, 4.4 cents here, somewhere in this area. Probably be tradable, but that's not where we're going to stop, right? That just might be a momentary pit stop. I would anticipate kind of similar to this, maybe a little bit more extended than this, but not anything compared to what we've seen here. We likely will continue to climb afterwards. And the expectation has been and remains to be, I mean, even at a pessimistic outcome, right? Whenever we did the pessimistic review versus Bitcoin, XCN to Bitcoin, we came up with prices that were at least at 11 cents, right above this 1414, if not something that's around 14 cents, 15 cents, right? But I don't think that we'll stop there. This is like the most pessimistic outcome we could have. Realistically, and what I really do expect is going to happen is 26 to 32 cents, if not more, as far as price goes. We could wick a little bit above there. We might stop right at 26 cents, but every time we run the numbers, man, it's just coincidentally, the numbers come out to be this exact box from the minimum to the maximum expectations of what makes the most sense. And a lot of cryptos are looking like they want to find resistance or support at their 1886200s. For some reason, I've noticed this lately over the past couple of months. So that's the expectation. I do anticipate that we will continue to grow from here, you guys. I think that July is going to be a good month, but we just have a little bit lower to go first. We'll find support, and then we'll recover from there. I got nothing else for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.